Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is your astrologer Sanjay Kapoor from Kolkata, India, at your service. Yes ladies and gentlemen, life. This life, our life, is a battlefield. It's a battlefield, ladies and gentlemen. We are soldiers in this battlefield. And what I want to say today is that most of us in this battlefield are wounded. We are wounded, ladies and gentlemen. And if at all we are wounded, how are we going to fight this battle? How are we going to sustain on this battlefield called life, ladies and gentlemen? How are we going to do it? In case we wish to do something. In case we wish to do something constructive, there's so many barriers. There's so much obstruction. There's so much obstruction as far as in our minds, in our body, that we are unable to do something constructive, even if we wish to. There's so many constraints. There's so many people to give their unnecessary comments by which we get disturbed. We get mentally upset. And thereafter, even physically. We do. Even if a good thought creeps in our mind and we wish to give it shape, we are unable to do so. Because people around us, they hurt us to the extent where we get wounded, ladies and gentlemen. We get wounded. Don't we need people around us? You can't live alone, or you cannot live by yourself. You've got to have people around you. It means you've got to be with people to do whatever. But if you realize that the cooperation, the help, the attitude, the behavior that you expect from people around you, when that is not up to mark, when it's not up to mark, ladies and gentlemen, it hurts you to the extent, ladies and gentlemen, where you, me, all of us, we feel wounded. These very people who are my own, whom I work with, whom I wish to work with, whom I wish to get along with, are kind of hurting me to the extent where I'm feeling wounded. Why go far? Even our own brothers and sisters, after a certain time, after a certain stage, our near friends, even they don't want to think good about us. Even they don't think good about us. Strange, but it's true. That's life. That's what this battlefield is all about. Where everybody's just out to nab you. Even your own brothers and sisters. Your near ones and your dear ones. And yes, all this, doesn't it all end up in wounds? Doesn't it all end up in the fact where you get down to think, when you start feeling that yes, you, me, we all are wounded. We are wounded. With people around us. They are the people who have wounded us. But it's true. It's a true fact of life. Children who are studying, students, be it schools, be it colleges. Oh, there's so much of leg pulling. There's so much of teasing. There's so much of bullying. From every side, every corner. There's so much of partiality. That even students find it difficult to cope up. And they too, at a certain time, feel that they are wounded and they are unable to fight. Love is God. That's what we know. And God is love. You know, love is God. So most of us, all of us, we wish that yes, how about loving somebody and vice versa? And like Swamiji said, the great sage said, when he was asked that what is religion, can you just tell me, give me an answer in just one word? He said, love is all about giving, it's not about taking. But when we realize that people whom we've loved, they're there only to take and they're not there to give, we feel wounded, ladies and gentlemen. We feel wounded. It's a wound which you cannot withstand. In a job, even if you have the capability, you have the potential to prove yourself. In a job, oh, there's so many backbiters. There's so many people who want to pull you down. There's politics in the office. There's partiality in the office. You're not allowed to do what you wish to do. You're not allowed to speak out your mind. You're not allowed to prove your potential. God, doesn't it wound you? Doesn't it hurt you, ladies and gentlemen? That's what I said. We all are wounded. We are wounded in this battlefield called life, ladies and gentlemen. We are wounded. Business. We give in so much money, effort, hard work, time. We put in so much into our businesses. And then when we realize that the business ain't doing well, it's not up to mark, then we feel bad about it. It hurts us. It hurts us to the extent where we feel wounded, ladies and gentlemen. We feel wounded. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. A life partner is something which we all wish to have, to share our good and bad times, to share our happy and sad moments, don't we? But when we realize that after we have found that somebody whom we wish to share our life with is only there to share our good times with, it hurts us, ladies and gentlemen. It hurts us tremendously. We feel so wounded. And then the greatest hurt of it all, financial stress, financial problem, financial constraints, financial pressure. It wounds us more, gives us more wounds. It hurts us from every corner. Because then we have lost just about everything to fight this battle called life, ladies and gentlemen. We've lost it all. That is probably the only weapon in this era. Money, yes, I'm not ashamed to say that. And where there's a dearth of money, ladies and gentlemen, you feel that it's all lost. You are wounded. Period. Full stop. Of course, it's all about the stars. It's all about the planets. We've heard it. So you guys do feel that this astrologer friend can do something for you. Mentally, physically, financially. Well, there's a special locket which I make to boost all these three. So that you, ladies and gentlemen, can recover from your wounds, get rid of your wounds, and be strong and fit enough to be in this battlefield which we call life, ladies and gentlemen. The price of that locket can be found out through the phone or the WhatsApp number which is on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. So if you do feel that you do need to wear that locket, then do contact. Thank you so much and God bless.